kickoff to get us underway. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for room. It's Upshaw. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Ivory. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Oh, they're after him. It's caught. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and then speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Miami. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Leaves it with the running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
To the air on second down. Dances away. On the run, fires downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He's got it.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
To the air on first down. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricane.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Breaks into the open. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. Clemson is quick to the line. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Skips away from pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Canes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll go right back to him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Clemson jumps to the line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, do they set up some field position.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Touchdown, Canes! Fit it in the window for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. The home team is within striking distance, but time is not on their side. Time to see if they can solve this riddle. The Buffalo offense and defense have complemented themselves very nicely today, and this fan base always travels well. All of those factors could equal a big-time road win. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Buffalo. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds a man on the left. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys, let them go make plays.
And now on second down for this offense. On the move, it's Quinn. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Pass is incomplete, but I think the defense was offsides, and this will probably be a first down. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Handoff to the lone back. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Tigers will hustle to the line. The give to the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Something of it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
To convert, Clemson comes to the line. Now on the move. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forced the second down and goal.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Tigers. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Upshaw. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Complete to the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job reeling in that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, who I played with in the Senior Bowl. These guys could not be covered one-on-one. And this dude here in this offense today, he causes the same kind of problems. Really, really good route runner. He always seems to get open.
Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. The 10. Touchdown Tigers. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Might be changing the route. Gets the back moving. To throw, it's Ivory. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Slings it. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Miami! He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it. They'll send out the offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The play action fake. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job on the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Turning it on. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. They stop him short of the... And they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Extending the play. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. But that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Grabs it inside the 10.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
And the Hurricanes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Ivory. They'll run the screen. He's going for the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
35, 21.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
There's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly, go and pull it. Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's going to run it. Oh, he's got a chance. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking for room. It's Quinn. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. On the run, still looking. Throws to the wideout. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. A first down run on the doorstep. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Looking to throw. Buys a little time. He wants it all. Touchdown, Clemson. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Here's some pressure. He's got him. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6.
Miami, 35. Clemson, 29.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone, it's Upshaw. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air, it's Ivory. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Clemson. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1.
That makes the score. Clemson, 36. Miami, 35.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Now he'll throw back into the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Into the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. They thought they had the lead, and the flag breaks their heart, and now they'll have to try it again. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Ivory. Fires to the end zone. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Taking it the other way. The 40. The 30. He's at the touchdown, Tigers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of them.
And they'll try to tack on 2. From the gun. Starting to feel a little pressure. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, but there is a penalty marker on the field. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Complete to start this drive. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The inside handoff. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Quinn. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Back has it. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Gonna look downfield again. The screen, and watch out. good spot here with second and short. Quick completion on the out route. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
On the option. Quick toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Quinn. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. Looking to throw. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. And the pass is complete, but less than nothing to show for it. They're knocked down behind the line.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
A long way to go on fourth and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Steps away. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions, and just carving this defense up.
A run for the quarterback. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to kick it away.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback.
First and 10.
Sing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too... He's loose on the right. Past the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Canes. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just... he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by a field goal over Buffalo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Give to the back. Breaks the tackle. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami! What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
To the air, it's Ivory. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Just dismissing tackles. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged out of the air. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Tight end getting vertical. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, this quarterback now is throwing for almost 450 yards. That is a lot of throws. That's a lot of success, just chewing up yards left and right. Have a day, young fella.
Fires to the middle. He caught it. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? First down here for the offense. Scanning the field, it's Ivory. Quick strike complete. Snowed under by the defense.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Hurricane! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Dropping back, it's Ivory. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards past it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
On the run, it's Quinn. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
And these are the mistakes backed up. You can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
How about the aggressive play calling? Love aggressiveness, bringing the free safety down, blitzing him. You could tell completely disrupted the offense. They didn't know how to handle it. Free safety chases the QB, gets him on the ground.
Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Reels it in down the left side. Hits the crease. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Indiana is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 25 over Western Kentucky. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Ivory. Takes a hit as he fires. On target over the middle. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
He'll throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Got his man downfield. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. If they just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense, you're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Wants to keep it in the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Ivory. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense have had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he missed it. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the air on first down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
Hauls it in. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
picks up
The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset. And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The jet sweep pass. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Oh, sweet feet. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Got the quick pass. There he goes. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Made it harder on themselves on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 9. Wants to go up top. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
He slides that just inside the right upright. Just over a minute to go. All tied up, guys. Are we going to get a finish here or headed to overtime? And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Upshaw. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets rid of it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
You've got to be impressed by what you've seen from this defensive line in the game, because they're getting to the quarterback, they're getting sacks, and when they can't get there, they're putting their arms up and they're batting balls down. So impressive watching this D-line go to work.
Quarterback keeps it. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to pass. It's Ivory. Bringing the heat. Fires on the move. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Slithers into space. Turning it on. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Clemson! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Number 7.
Critical juncture of the game late, and you're trying to find your best one-on-one matchup to take advantage of. Of course, it's the tight end. With his size, his wingspan, and his athleticism, really good decision by the quarterback at a crucial juncture in this game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Upshaw. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Dropping back, it's Ivory. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air, but a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time. We got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's 3rd down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. An easy decision there for the offense to decline the penalty and take the touchdown. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. He's looking to throw. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick 6. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.